Good morning, children. Welcome back to online social science classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Today we are going to discuss about source-based question and 5-mark question. Look at the screen. Dear children, let us discuss section C. Section C includes source-based questions. Source-based questions carry 4 marks. Let us discuss source-based question from the chapter India, Size and Location. Dear students, read the extract and answer the questions that follows. In the mid-19th century, a development took place which reduced the distance between India and Europe. What was it? Okay, 4 options are given. You have to write the correct answer from the options. Next, before the development of maritime routes, how did India maintain its contact with the world? Okay, what are the benefits of having a long coastline in India? Last one, what is talking about in this paragraph? So, what is the correct answer of the question number 1? Opening of Suez Canal in 1789. Okay, so here I wrote the correct answer. But in your examination, 4 options will be given. Okay. Next one. Before the development of maritime routes, how did India maintain its contact with the world? How did India maintain contact with the world? India maintained its contact with the world through the land roads. Okay, through the land roads. Next one. What are the benefits of having a long coastline in India? What are the benefits of having a long coastline in India? Answer: water transportation, tourism, fishing and tidal energy. Okay, what is the answer? Water transportation, tourism, fishing and tidal energy. Next one. So each question carries 1 mark. So total 4 marks. Next question. What is talking about in this paragraph? What this paragraph is meant for? Okay. What is talking about in this paragraph? Answer: the central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. So this paragraph is emphasized on the central location of India at the head of Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Next one, section D. Section D includes 5-mark question. Okay. First one, explain the different types of vegetation found in India. Okay, the different types of vegetation found in India. This question is related to the chapter Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. So, what is the answer? First one, tropical rainforest or tropical evergreen forest. Okay, these forests grow in the areas of 200 centimeter and above rainfall. The trees shed their leaves at different time periods of the year. So they look evergreen most of the time. These forests are found on the slope of the Western Ghats and the island groups of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar, upper parts of Assam, Tamil Nadu coast, West Bengal, Orissa and northeastern states of India. Some important trees in this forest are ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber and cinchona. Tropical deciduous forest. Okay, second one, tropical deciduous forest. This forest grow in the areas receiving rainfall between 200 centimeter and 70 centimeter. The trees shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks in dry summer. On the basis of availability of water, these forests are further divided into 2: moist deciduous forest and dry deciduous forest. These forests exist in the rainier plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Important trees found here are teak, sal, peepal, etc. Next one, the thorn forest and scrubs. These forests are found in regions with less than 70 centimeter of rainfall. The natural vegetation consists of the thorny trees and bushes. This type of vegetation is found in semi-arid regions of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. The common animals found here are rats, mice, rabbits, fox, wolf, tiger, lion, wild as horses and camels. Euphorbia, cacti, babul, kikar, palm, cacti, and acacia are the main plants. Okay, so thorn forest and scrubs can be seen in very low rainfall area. Next one, mountain forest. Okay, what is the importance of the mountain forest? These forests cover mostly the southern slopes of the Himalayas. Okay, places having high altitude in southern and northeast India. At higher elevation, temperature grasslands are common. At high altitudes, generally more than 3,600 meters above the sea level, alpine vegetation is found. Between the height of 1,000 and 2,000 meters, the wet temperature type of forest are found, containing evergreen broadleaf trees such as oaks and chestnuts. Between 1,500 and 3,000 meters, temperate forest containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, silver, fir, spruce, cedar are found. Okay. Next one, mangrove forest. Okay. Mangroves are the trees which have their roots above the ground and are normally found in the deltaic areas and the areas of coast influenced by the tides. Sundari is the major tree type in these types of forest, which provide durable hard timber. Palm, coconut, kiora, agar also grow in some parts of the delta. They are found in the deltas of Ganges, Mahanadi, Kaveri, Krishna and Godavari. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animals in this forest. Okay, so what are the different types of vegetation in India? Tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, mountain forest, thorn forest, then last mangrove forest. Okay. Dear children, today we have discussed about source-based questions and 5-mark questions. I hope you understood these questions very well. Test question is attached. Attend the test paper. Thank you. Have a nice day.